but I'll do it, like if you called and wanted something to Georgia and you saw what I liked or what I did, I would call them, show them. It takes time though. If I have 10 minutes extra in the day, or I would do it for you at no charge. But you're better off doing it yourself. We went through, in my old store, that's the difference. In my old store, Valentine's Day, I did about 10,000 roses for Valentine's week, the last Mother's Day, Valentine's Day I had there. This time I went through 2,000. The difference is, and with the cash and with no wire, what I made was my own. And if you came in and wanted a dozen, I wanted to give you 2 dozen, that was on me to give you that 2 dozen instead of a dozen. I'm not paying it to 3 other people, 3 other parties.
Well, that was a lot of walk-in at your old location too, right?
That's a lot of walk-in.
Yeah, because of where
And
you
when
were.
we had the store, when I first opened in 2014, I was so busy with the wire, I should have my $1 million shore house, that I couldn't do out front. My shop was never decorated out front. I never had flowers out front. I didn't have the time. We were there from 6 in the morning till 9 at night, every day. And I made a third of what I made before because of that wire. It's awful. But now it's Easter, and you're gonna go in there and you're gonna buy these plants 3 for 10 or 3 for 15 or 12 or whatever it is, and they're gonna be the same plant that we get. The difference is I can't order 10,000 of them, you know. So, and now don't forget, there's a problem because of Florida and the weather and all. They were storing things. There is, watch your plants. If you're going to buy a hyacinth in the supermarket, pull the soil back a little bit. There's a little bugs in there. You want to get it. Make sure they're buying from a greenhouse, a local greenhouse too, because the ones that are shipped all over the place.
The ones
having
that
problems.
come from, like, you know, the Firehouse does as fundraiser, the Boy Scouts and all that, they're typically local, aren't they?
Yes, and Easter, I will go to, say, Hopo's or wherever, and I'll buy a couple $100 worth of
Okay.
Easter flowers. That's my donation, and then I'll eat them because everybody else is buying them from Hopo's, and you know, but that's my donation.
Yeah.
So it doesn't pay us to get them. Poinsettia is the same thing. You know, it's very hard. It's not an easy profit, you know. But if you get creative, you can be. Now, you're not going to see a 3-pot hyacinth in my store because I hate that look. It's been that way since I've been like this little, and you have to get a little creative and do something different. So that's where I come into play.
And I will say, we had another florist in our group. Many of you know who it was. The creativity that Charles puts in his flowers is 200% better. And they last so much longer. So it just shows you florist to florist isn't always the same
I'm
either.